Structure fire 400 West North Street.
Stand by. Battalion 5. Did you get that last report, and can you confirm the church on Hillsborough, McAllen Hillsborough, will get reports of exposure?
We're not going to be able to stop this. Headquarters from command. Give me a third alarm. Update, we have all wood construction complex. There's no fire protection in place. And I have fire walking from one end of the block to the next. We need to start evacuating these 7-story apartments that are at Harrington and Jones.
As you arrive, ladders set up on the corners. We'll try to get water supply set up for you. This will be 100% defensive.
Station will be at the 42nd Street Oyster Bar. All EMS units switch over to TAC 19. All EMS units go to TAC 19.
What's on scene?
It's going to be a worker. We're getting multiple calls on it.
Alright, so here's what you gotta do. Are you listening? Alright, so open up all the cabinets that expose pipes, okay? Open them up, and then hopefully they defrost to the point where they're not frozen. And if they are frozen and they bust, then we gotta call the maintenance people. But open up all the cabinets, okay? So I think I ordered the piece on the wrong day. We can't leave it for Seston.
What are you after? More coffee. There's not any in that Maxwell House thing?
Nope.
Should be, sure.
I used it all.
Give me a car.
I contribute money
Well,
to this
apparently-
damn house fund.
Apparently, Red got like $20 to go to the store from Carp today.
Carp's job is to get the coffee. That's all he does. Is do the coffee.
12:30.
He got some of these shit's freezer.
2,
I already used
4 and then 5.
4, 5. We had one at 6:45. You know, it was just every time you would pull back in and pull the parking brake and go back in to lay back down, within another 20 minutes, it was going off for another one. And we're just like, at that point, start the coffee and we're just gonna stay awake.
We had a structure fire call. We had a call.
Captain King, he wanted to have tonight off, so he, picked personal time. Well, I was in sign up, and he called me and said, "Hey, you're still in sign up. Can you work the back half?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do it." So, and they do the same thing, Or we also do things shift trades.
I wanted off, but I didn't want to take personal time, so I have a guy named Abbott. He's gonna come and work in my place. He's not getting paid, but then on a day that he wants off but doesn't want to take overtime, I go and work in his place and I don't get paid. But the person who's supposed to be working still gets paid for that day.
Station 81, engine 80.
Guarantee y'all get that guy.
Come on now. You gotta sign that form. Not you.
You can go now.
All fire departments are pretty much the same. They have their goods, their bads. It's just like any job. Some people do them differently. Like a lot of cities, kind of like the city of Wilmington. They don't have any tenders. They carry just water, like a milk truck. You know what I mean? Or like most every fire department carries or has what they need for their areas. Like this district here has hydrants, so you wouldn't have a tanker here. But if you get like over, just down across over to Wrightsboro, they have some areas down there that a tanker could be used. We have them on the south side, where there's some houses that might be close to the waterway, but they've never put in any hydrants or water lines in. A tanker would have to be used. Where the city, they have hydrants everywhere. Where we have certain stations that have brush trucks, pickup trucks with a skid unit that has a pump and a tank on it, so it can go into the woods and put out fires. So just about every department or every station carries what they would utilize for that district that they serve. It's different.
Birthday coming up.
Oh, those two rooms.
Inside the door.
Right there. Aren't those things hooked to electricity?
That one is.
Oh. But I'm too old to get up there, y'all. I ain't getting up there.
Well, that one should be good for 10 years. So 10 years after the date it was installed. Or actually 10 years after it was manufactured.
I don't know. I can't see it, so. It's right there. See right there? Yeah, we didn't need no light.
No. Sure don't.
So this is good till 2022.
Okay. I'm gonna write that on that wall. Let me get a pencil.
January of 2022 it needs to change.
Let me write it on there.
Okay.
Let me see if it'll write. Sir? I can't. But you write that right up under that. Right up under that. On
You
the
want me to
wall.
write it on the
On the
wall?
wall. On the wall.
Okay.
That's right. I had it.
Not over now. You don't have to look at it.
But I'm going to get my eyes worked on it out when I get back, so I don't want them things to start chip, 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 chip.
Can you read that?
Well, I can't see it nowhere right now. I got to get my
January
eyes down.
2020.
Well, I was trying because I write kind of slow.
Yeah, but see somebody, you know, but I can't even see that. What in the world are you
That's
doing?
our vision.
Well, you can always turn the.
Somebody can see that.
Yeah, I'm just used to
I
mine.
said, I don't want to cut nothing. I'm not here. Hey, somebody come in and tell me to see it.
Yeah, that works.
So 10 years from the manufacture date, so June of 18, June of 2020.
And each that's the one thing that always keeps you captivated with this job. You ain't gonna get rich in this job by no means, but it's the differences.
That's why I hate the answer everybody gives me of situation. No one ever answers the question. They always say situation. Every call is different. Every situation is different. So, for anyone to give you this is how we're going to do it, technically, it's a guideline. It's not this is how we're going to do it. It's this is how I think if we're thinking the same thing. We had an OD that started fighting us while he was still intoxicated. And we couldn't give him any Narcan because he mixed a benzo with weed and smoke. Me and Red had to get on top of him while the paramedics did the thing.
We had a heart call. Somebody having chest pains at the McDonald's one evening. Got there with EMS, loaded him up. As we were loading him up in the ambulance, a car pulled up and said, "I think my sister's overdosed." She was out in the passenger seat. So now we had the guy in the ambulance with the heart issue, and now we had this. We were shooting Narcan and getting her back to life.
Paramedics leave while y'all stayed with her?
No, one stayed over there, the other one came over, and we took care of that one. And now it's crazy. You get them days down there.
Engine 82, respond on PS5 at 944. Central to Station 81, Engine 82, Truck 83, Engine 9, respond to 2510 North Lumina Avenue, 2510 North Lumina Avenue, Wrightsville Dunes Condos. Reference a residential single structure smoke alarm. Engine 82, Truck 83, Engine 9, respond on PS5 at 945.
Central show Engine 82, respond.
10-4, time is 9:45.
Truck 83 en route.
10-4.